Everybody get in here, please. We're about to go live. Okay. I know the setup is a little different. The setup is a little different, but we still got to talk about some things, okay? So we're going to keep it cute, but we're going to get into it, okay? So listen, as always, we got our regular live going. We got our vertical going to make sure we don't lose nobody. But we are here today, dearly beloved, because we got to discuss Shamea Morton. We have got to discuss Shamea Morton. Shamea is out of control. Shamea is out of control. I don't see this going well for her. I don't see this ending well for her. I have a very bad feeling. And so, yeah, we're going to talk about it. Fly Gray Streak is my sis. Hey, boo, I love you. I love you. I miss her. Listen, y'all don't know, my sis don't be up late. So when we come in here late in the evenings, we don't get to hang with her no more like that. But like daytime is her time, and we here early enough that we caught my sis, and I feel like I won the lottery. I love you, girl. So yeah, we got to talk about Shamea. Atlanta has a Shamea problem. Atlanta has fixed a lot of the little things that were not going quite right with the casting. I hate when stuff is in my mouth. They fixed a lot of that stuff, right? A lot of it, to be honest, because oh, my sissy. But, even the ones who were going back and forth, the nonsense, the overproducing, trying to fake drama, trying to fake storylines, a lot of that stuff got cut. I feel like last season was a pivotal season and the one before. And this is not just Atlanta and Potomac. It was very pivotal, and you can tell that the higher ups of the executives had a talk with these ladies about this clicking up, splitting the cast. This one don't film with that one don't film with this one ain't invited, I don't want you here, all this crazy stuff, right? And you can tell that they had a talk with them because Bravo is trying to be cheap because they're not making the money they used to make. They're not getting the ratings they used to get, right? And so when you consider all of those things, and when it's, okay, this one don't film with that one don't film with this one, they end up spending more money. Because now we got to send a crew multiple places because y'all don't work together. This one don't work with that one don't work with this one. And so now we got to get into the Shamea problem that Atlanta has. Atlanta has a Shamea problem. Now let me greet who's here, and I promise you, we're going to get into it. Now for today, for the record, I'm not at home. I'm still at Peanut's house. So I do not have Eliza the elephant as my emotional support elephant. We do, however, have an emotional support kitty by the name of Garnet. Hey, Garnet. Okay. Come on, relax. It's okay. All right. You mad at Granny? You mad? I'm mad. Okay. Y'all help me get rid of her. That heifer been sitting on me for hours and wouldn't leave. But she is my emotional support kitty. If you see her come back into frame, that is why. Okay. But let me greet who's here, and then we're gonna get into what's going on. All right. So happy Tuesday to everybody. We got D Seratina's hey boo, and she's like number one. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Put your like number in the chat. I know people don't know that I'm live, so I am running both live streams, the vertical and the regular for right now, to make sure that we don't lose anybody, okay? We got Deborah Randall in the house. Hey, girl. Thank you for being here. Hit the like button. We got the Lauren Brown. She is like number 3. I'm so glad you're here. Where did that girl put my phone? And y'all would not believe this, but the cats actually play games on the phone. They like worse than them little kids with silver caps on their teeth. They just walk up, you got games on your phone, and start playing with your phone. They don't even ask because they're animals and they can't talk, but they will very much so play with your phone. I don't know what she did with my phone, y'all. I had a phone. Oh, I'm so corny. I got the phone doing the vertical. I'm not even corny. I got Alzheimer's, or half of the timers. I ain't got all the timers. But anyway, listen. We got Lauren Brown is like number 3. I thought the cat had to move my phone. I had old lady moment. I moved my phone. We got Magaline Lamar is like number 4. Miss Thelma's number 7. Hey. All right. Deborah is number 5. I appreciate it. D Crazy, the amazing DS is here. Hey, Boo. Thank you for being number 3. All right. Let me see what y'all talking about in the chat. We can coast. You know, we in cruise control for a little while. Okay. Deborah said, anyone see Shamea's latest interview? The girl who did the interview is a pipeline right to Andy and Bravo. Ooh, no, I didn't know. I didn't know. Who's the girl? Talk to us, Deborah. You know, you're here. Listen, y'all know when Deborah Randall is here, Housewives Talk is legal because she's on top of it. Who's the girl? I did see the interview where she's like, she thinks Drew is not going to be back next season. And I thought that was wild considering everything. Lauren Brown says the guys from Bravo Shade Room didn't like her happy pride comment that came from Shamea. They were not impressed. I mean, they don't have to like it. You know what I'm saying, Lauren? They don't have to like it. Miss Sparkle is here, y'all. Our resident Mary Kay lady. She slid in to hit the like button. And she's also like number 8. So, yeah, I mean, it's a lot of things that Shamea is doing that could not work out well. That's what I'm saying. Poetically in Motion. Hello, my dear. Thank you so much for being like number 9. Vicky Black is here. She's number 11. My girl Fly Gray Streaks is number 13. I need y'all to hit that like button. It's not enough of us here for me to have to beg for likes. I'm going to just be honest with you. It's the middle of the day. Nobody knows that I'm live. People a lot of times don't know when I go live this early. So when it's not that many people, hitting the like button should be super easy. So y'all please hit it. Symmetry, thank you for being like number 10, honey. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Is Tish, hey now, hit the like button. Thank you so much. Rachel, the sweetest thing, is number 19. Hey now, how you doing? So good to see you. Pisces, hey honey. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for being number 23. Sweet Beloved is number 20. Lady T is here. Uh-oh, y'all done found out I'm live. Y'all rolling in. Thank you for being 24, Lady T. Queena is number 25. Is that D'Amica? Hey, D'Amica, thank you for being number 23. You had a different name because I remember your face. You had a different name. I can't remember what it was, but I know it was different. But I'm so glad to see you. Thank you for being number 23. We're Sovereign. Hello. It's your second time here. Well, welcome back. I'm so glad you came back. Thank you for being number 18. Now, y'all know, let's do some quick housekeeping, and then we're going to end our vertical. And everybody who's over here on the vertical, when I end this live, the icon for the channel is going to have the ring around it. It's going to tell you I'm still live because I am. If you tap that, it'll bring you over to our regular live stream, and we'll see you inside there. Hey, Sanji. Anybody who's over here, when this one ends, come on over. Hit the live. It's going to tell you I'm still live because I am. Just come on over. And if I'm looking at you over here, don't move because you're in the right place, okay? Quick housekeeping. I need y'all to hit the like button. Put your like number in the chat. All right? I don't want to stop to beg for likes. I don't think we need to do that. I think that's a little extra, okay? Make sure you use your engagement button on the bottom right-hand side, the circle with the heart emoji. Tap it, and the bubbles will go up. Y'all know I need bubbles because I'm sensitive, okay? Also, please, if you must use bad words or sentence enhancers, whatever you want to call them, right? Please misspell your curse words in my chat. Make sure everybody's respecting folks. Be nice to people in my chat. Make sure that you're being kind. We don't bicker, argue, or disrespect anybody. That is absolutely unacceptable anytime. At any time, that's never going to be acceptable. Be kind to your moderators. Be kind to your host. And we will, in kind, be kind to you. If you are hanging with us for the first time, please put FTL for first time live in the chat so we can welcome you personally and individually because we are so happy to have you here. J is a Gem 8. Thank you for being number 36, sis. Y'all run my likes up. We running short. We running short. And we shouldn't be. We short by 25 people. That's not okay. Run me up. All right. And yeah, I think that pretty much covers it. Yeah. Oh, quick disclaimer. Remember, your favorite may not be everyone else's. So if your favorite is getting dragged, if you keep coming back and hanging around, hey, John Potter, welcome. Welcome, welcome, and welcome again. If your fave is getting dragged today, come back, hang around. Maybe next week we'll be dragging the person you like to drag. Okay? Because everybody can get it over here. Hey, Kay Blake, thank you for being number 35. So listen, I'm going to end the vertical and we're going to hang out in our main live stream. So again, if you're on this screen and I'm looking at you like this, we're eye to eye. Please, I'm going to end this live stream. And when I do, the icon for the channel is going to tell you that I'm still live because I am. If you tap it, it will bring you over to our main live stream. And we're going to get into this gossip and this good messy talk, okay? I'll see y'all on the other side. Cosmic Queen, hello. Thank you so much for being number 37. I appreciate it. And who is this here? I got Queen of Hearts KS. Hey now. She is like number 39. I appreciate you. I do. Yeah, we're going to get into it today, honey. So listen, I got my notebook. King Sankara. King Sankara said, I hung around seasons of Kenya Moore Dragon. Hello, everybody. Yes, you did. And you handled it like a pro. Because you know, when you come over here, you do not know what you're going to get. Because I don't like any of them. Not one of those ladies do I hold in any sort of regard or esteem. So when they're wrong, I grab them. If they're in the right, I can back them. I do not like Kenya riding or walking, but I absolutely had her back when Britt Eady thought it was great to threaten her with gun violence, because that's not acceptable. I'm not a fan of Porsha. I think she's reptilian, absolutely a reptile and a backstabber, which is how she got her nickname on this channel as the Black Mamba. But I absolutely have her back when it comes to Shamea Morton Mwangi, because I watched her all last season try to create and then spin a narrative and then get caught because she did try to build an alliance against her best friend. I do not like Cynthia Cheekbones Bailey. Let me put some respect on her name. But I got her back when she's right. And she's right quite often here lately. You know what I'm saying? So we got to be real on stuff. And for me, real is every day. You know, I don't have to like people to be honest. Hey, Brittany Janae, how you doing, beautiful? I'm so glad you made it. Cheryl, our Liberian Cayenne Pepper is here. She's number 42. Auntie Eva is 50. I appreciate it. Yes, you know I call Porsha the Black Mamba. I don't like Drew Sidora either with her lion tail, Drew Sidummy as I call her. But I got her back with this whole K Michelle thing because K Michelle is making up garbage and pretending this girl is doing stuff that she's not doing. And I feel as though part of it is made up. And after what we watched on Sunday, it's becoming abundantly clear that a lot of the things that K Michelle is actually saying is coming from Shamea Morton, which is why y'all saw the thumbnail. Hopefully you read the description of the video, and I never know if y'all do. You have to tell me if y'all ever read my video descriptions. But the caption and the title of the title on the thumbnail speaks for itself. Atlanta has a Shamea problem. Now I think we can all agree. At one point, Atlanta had a ratings problem. Atlanta has had a casting problem. Atlanta has had a lot of problems. But right now, what Atlanta has is a Shamea problem. Atlanta has a Shamea problem. And this is a problem that's been laying in wait. And we're going to get into it today. And we're going to talk about the fact that right now, season 17, the cast that we're dealing with, this cast has been split in half. This your first ever live? Well, listen, I need y'all to spam the chat with the word welcome. The Lauren Brown is already on it because that's my girl. Linnell, thank you for being number 52, honey. Let me put my welcome in the chat too. Is that Sanji? Sanji D? Tell me if I'm saying it wrong, but I want to make sure I welcome you. Let me type my welcome in the chat. We're so happy to have you. Please make yourself comfortable and don't let it be your last time. Okay, we're a little crazy around here, but we love everybody. We love each other. Now, we may not love these heifers we talking about, but we sure love each other. Hey, Toad, make sure you hit the like button. Moderators, watch my likes, okay? Make sure I'm good. Hey, K Blake, you made it on over to this side. I know that's right. Juan, hey, cousin, thank you for being number 56. Nick Nikki, is that Nikki B? Hey, Nikki B. How you doing, darling? Hit the like button for me. Run me up. Run me up. Run me up. Thank you for being number 56, Toke. You hit it at the same time as Juan. I said it the same way. All right. I said it right. Sanji D. I know that's right. Listen. I know y'all ain't treating me like this. It's 22 people sitting in my house and ain't hit the like button. As sweet as I am to y'all, I got 22 people sitting in my house ain't hit the like button. Oh, I know y'all lying to me. I know y'all lying to me. Tamika, what's going on, boo? Listen, we got to get into it. We got to get into it because it's getting out of hand. Hey, Divine, thank you for being number 60. Lady Blue, thank you for being 59. Don't y'all treat me like that because y'all know I will stop and do a Turkish lesson. Y'all gonna mess around. And y'all gonna be speaking fluent Turkish with me begging for these likes. Divine Soul, hey, how you doing, my love? Hit the like button for me. I got some people treating me unkind and they don't want to hit the like button yet they here for my stuff. Let me tell y'all what happened real quick too before we get into this. Can y'all believe, and it's a larger channel, because you know this channel here, we I remember your picture, Sunny Bunny. I remember the picture. But you know, this is more of a, you know, this is the grown folks channel. Like, we don't really do a lot of the trendy stuff. We ain't paid off. We not paid by nobody. You can't get us to take sides with certain people praying for an interview. We don't come in here and refuse to call things what they are. So this is not one of your big channels. You know what I'm saying? We just keep it real over here. This is the front porch. This is where we sit down and talk about it how girls talk about it. The way we see things, not the way people want us to see things, not the narratives that people put out there and we supposed to just jump on it and play dumb. Like in our everyday life, we would ever go for some stuff like that, right? So you got bigger channels, and I think that's great. And I pray everybody stay blessed, and I pray your pockets stay as fat as your booty, okay? And vice versa. May your booty be as fat as your pockets. May your pockets be as fat as your booty. But baby, why after Sunday? Okay. Why after Sunday? Now, y'all know I go live right after. Hold on. After Sunday, and y'all saw. Hey, innocent instigator, welcome. It has been a long time. Where you been? After Sunday, y'all saw my thumbnail Sunday and my because I always put little funny captions after, you know, I'm letting y'all know that it's a review. It's always after the show, and I always have a caption or a subtitle for what I name the review. So imagine my shock when Sunday I did the review right after the show, like I always do. The show go off, I come on. I might need 5 or 6 minutes to go to the bathroom, get some water, make sure my notes straight before I jump in. But it's always right after the show. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all know what I'm talking about. And so Sunday, I captioned the show A Star Spangled Mess. Ain't that what I captioned it? I believe that's what I captioned. I don't believe that I'm crazy. That's what I captioned it, right? Imagine my surprise when a larger channel, see, this is another reason why I don't let people slide with being in my chat and not hitting the like button, because they will lurk, they will watch, and then turn around and literally name their video the exact same thing, A Star Spangled Mess. I say, see, this is what I don't like. See, I see things like that, and I try not to talk about it or say anything, but at a certain point, it's just not nice. At a certain point, it's just not nice. You know, it's not. And, you know, I've had to say things before because I saw, you know, a larger channel that pulled the, oh, I got a notebook. Oh, I don't like any of the people. And it's like, look, listen, at this point, you've done everything but write my name on your paper that you turned it in. Okay. And Right, innocent instigator. Bigger content creators steal from smaller channels all the time. And y'all know I normally don't say nothing. Y'all know I can't say one word. I call Papoose Pap Smear. I look up, it's on everybody's channel. I called Giselle Gizzard years ago, and that's still making the rounds. I made the mistake of calling Ashley Darby Pennywise, and every now and then it still pops up. Like you just can't have no mess. Said the episode was called Star Spangled Mess. Okay. But what I'm saying is, like, I see little stuff and I always wonder, like, why people do things like that? Like, why do we act like that? Why do we, you know? And if that one was a one-off, then cool. Hey, Black Lobster, thank you for being 75. But I said all that to say this because I want to drop this in somebody's spirit, okay? Don't think because you're just you, or you feel like you're just one person, or you feel like you're so small that you don't matter. You matter. You matter. People see you. Oh, yeah, child, I called them people clears. I looked up, everybody was clearing everything. Looked like cellophane wrappers all over the internet. But don't think that just because you're you, or you're small, or you think that you don't have an impact, don't think that people ain't listening. People hear you. You matter. You do make an impact. It doesn't matter how small you think you are. Doesn't matter how insignificant you told yourself you are. I don't care what you do for a living. I don't care what you do for a side gig, for a side hustle. Y'all can just, chalk this up to a small crown chat before we get into the mess, right? If you working at your job, I don't care if it's the IRS, and you know you good at what you do, don't think that nobody sees you. Somebody sees you. They see that you're doing what you do. They see that you're the best at what you do. It's somebody paying attention. Somebody's paying attention. If you fry chicken for a living, you keep doing what you're doing. Somebody sees you. If you fixing hair for a living, keep keeping them girls fried, lied, and laid to the side. Somebody sees what you do. Okay? You're not invisible. Even the people who refuse to congratulate you, the people who refuse to pat you on the back, the people who refuse to openly acknowledge how good you are, they see you. You're not invisible. I just wanted to throw that out there because, baby, the world sees you. The world sees you. And more than anything, your creator sees you. He sees your effort. He sees your sweat. He sees your dedication. He sees just how true you are to what it is that you do, what you believe in, and what you love. And in due season, you're going to get your blessing. It'll be all right. Okay? I just wanted to put that out there because, I see little stuff, but I don't always say things. I just see stuff and I say, But that's why I don't let people get away with not hitting the like button, because you never know who's lurking. And you find out who's lurking when you start hearing yourself being mimicked and echoed all over the place. But I feel like if folks is hanging around the steel, the least they can do is hit a like button. Because I ain't gonna fight you for it. I ain't gonna never fight you for it. But the least you can do is hit a like button, okay? But y'all be encouraged. I just wanted to drop that in his spirit. You ain't invisible, baby. You're not invisible. DS say they can't copy the people that's in the chat or copy you. They can't, because y'all are off the chain and y'all are surely one of a kind. I ain't never met a group of people like y'all. So, baby, they sure can't copy you. Hey, I'm Her Beauty. How you doing, gorgeous? Oh, I appreciate you. I do. That's what I'm saying. Like, reach around and pat yourself on the back. I don't even know what y'all do. I don't follow you home. But reach around and pat yourself on the back. Everything you do is seen. You're not invisible. And I love y'all. Diva 2, thank you for being 81. Y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button. We got to get into Miss Shamea, honey. We got to get into Miss Shamea. Let's get into her. So I got the notebook. Let's go on and get into it. Mm-hmm. So first of all, what you say they hiding in the bushes to hear the real truth on the porch. That's what they're doing. I know that's right. That's all right. They can hide. Just hit the like button while you hiding. Hey, Cree B, thank you for being 82. Lady Rowe, thank you for being number 83. I appreciate y'all. Kay Blake said, you authentic and I love it. Your lane is yours alone. And I love to catch a live when I can. Well, I'm so happy that you make it here sometime and we get to hang out a little bit. Seanitra, right. That's the least they can do. Hit the like button. I ain't asking for nothing. I just want to like. My sweet. Hey. All right. Cynthia Christian, how you doing? Thank you for being 86, honey. Listen, man. This girl, we got to talk about this girl. Y'all make sure y'all hitting that engagement button. Make sure I got bubbles, mods. Please stay on them about my likes. So let's talk about it. So right now, from what we can see. Oh, thank you, Brittany. Hey, Party Capricorn. Thank you for being 93, love. So let's talk about it. Right now, from what we can see. Okay. What? Listen, Nikki B laughing at me, y'all, because I said I don't like them pretty men. I can't stand them. Can't stand them. Nope, you better put a bag on your head. Nope, I want the girls to be pretty. Let the girls be pretty. Leave the pretty for the women. Leave the pretty for the women. Okay. So right now, Shamea got a problem. Thank you, Queena. Shamea got a problem going with Angela Oakley. She got a problem going with K. Michelle. Not heavy, but the K. Michelle problem is branching into Drew Sidora, and we're going to talk about it. She got a Porsha Williams problem, and Porsha ain't even talking to her. Now she doing the interview circuit and being on the internet doing podcasts, and she doing even more. So we're going to get into it. That's why I said right now, Atlanta has a Shamea problem, and we got to get into this thing. We got a Shamea problem, and we got to get into it, because if Andy don't handle his Shamea problem, that Shamea problem is going to keep your cast split. And then once you cut somebody from the loser alliance, the ones who are remaining in the loser alliance, if Shamea is still there, they're just going to keep being a cancer to the cast. You're going to have a problem. You're welcome, baby. Say Shamea is a big problem. She's doing way too much. Charles, how you doing? You in the UK, right? I'm glad you made it. I am. Yeah, it's getting to be a lot. So let's talk about her Angela Oakley problem, shall we? Let's talk about it. So, hey, Fatima. Hey, I love you back. So I was looking, and Arturus, she was a dancer and a forever sidekick. We sniping already? Well, everybody that's a member on the channel, go to your RHOA family. Go to the RHOA family toolbox, to the RHOA family emojis, and pull out your sniper rifles, because apparently y'all sniping. I thought so. No, I didn't see that. I didn't. Nikki B said, I think Angela's spot on about Shamea cheating. I don't know that. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. We're gonna get into some stuff, but that's not something I'm willing to get into. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not gonna get into that. And I'm gonna tell you why, for a very good reason. While I do not like Shamea Morton, I don't like what she stands for, what she represents, and the way she carries herself, nothing about it. There's still a married lady. There's still a marriage. And y'all know, for all my clowning and cutting up, I am a Christian, and I don't believe in meddling and bothering marriages. Like, that's just not my thing. It makes me incredibly uncomfortable, so I'm not going to do it, okay? Now, at the end of the day, if she's out there tiptoeing through the tulips, I pray she don't get caught. I do. I wish she would. I hope she's not. If she's thinking about it, I really wish she wouldn't. But I'm not willing to do that, because I don't want to perpetuate that. I don't want to lend my voice to it in any way. Hey, Teresa, I don't. Now, if that's what's going on and it come out on her, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna be very disappointed because that is still a black family. They have two little black babies, and they're as cute as they can be, and they need their mama and their daddy intact. But I'm not gonna get into that. If she is doing that, Lord have mercy. If she ain't, then praise the Lord. Either way, I'm not touching it. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. I know a lot of people like that kind of salacious stuff. Oh, she cheating, she this. Oh, we heard rumors. I've been hearing rumors about Shamea for years. For years. But y'all not gonna catch me doing that. I'm not gonna do that. Not one bit. Okay. But the whole thing with Angela and what I saw online is what made me say, okay, we got to talk about this because it has become a problem and it's going to become a bigger problem. It is. It's just not going to go away. So what I saw, Angie is here, the hardest working lady in Dade County, Florida. All right, Angie, we love you, girl. They done took your crown. I don't know if you've seen it. Innocent instigator say, what you always say, Shamea, don't mess up that money. I mean marriage. Yes. Don't you mess up that money. I mean marriage. Don't you mess it up. I'm going to be so disappointed. Kay Blake say, for her family's sake, I hope she leaves that show and quits doing interviews. Me too. Me too. I do not want to see her continue to do that because that right there, it don't seem safe. It seems like you could definitely find something safe to do. Y'all, did y'all see this baby was found guilty after he defended himself? Did y'all see this about Carmelo Anthony? That is truly disgusting. So I ain't gonna call them out their name. I am. So these animals who were reportedly bullies, who were actually suspended from school, but at this event, who had bullied Carmelo before, came to bully him again. And both of them are trained in jiu-jitsu. They've attacked their own father before, came to attack this young boy. While he's sitting down, they're standing up. He defends himself, then runs to a coach, and you find him guilty of murder. We're going to get back to Shamea, but I'm going to say this. Talking about he facing up to 99 years. So you want to take his life away because he wouldn't let some filthy troglodyte cave dwelling lice picker attack him. And when the baby defended itself and ran away, it's reported that it was a crowd of them chasing him then. I'm going to say this, and then we're going to get back to the lighthearted gossip of it all. It is only a problem. There's only a problem when we fight back. There's not a problem when we're attacked. There's not a problem when we're targeted. There's not a problem when we're maligned or slandered. There's not a problem when we're stolen from. There's not a problem when we are gentrified, when they've done paper genocide on us and taken away our identity and reclassified us no less than 7 times. There's no problem with Black Americans until we fight back. There is, I believe, a concerted effort to try to force Black Americans to get in the street. There is a concerted effort to try to force Black Americans to get in the street. And the reason they want Black Americans in the street is because they want Black dead bodies in the street. And they want Black dead bodies in the street by any means necessary. That's what they want. These people, and when I say these people, I'm talking about all of them. Black Americans, I want y'all to open y'all ears and lean into your screen real good. Lean in. We don't have any allies. And I'm not talking about individual people that we know on an individual basis that may be cool who are not from our lineage. I'm talking about as far as any group of people. There is no group of people on this planet, on this landmass, no matter what you want to call it, America, Tamari, Turtle Island, whatever you want to call it. We don't have any allies in this place or any place or any place. They want our bodies in the street, and they will not leave us alone. This is not political. I have a political channel. So when I have an opinion that's political, I go over there to make it. This is not political. I'm talking to my people. I'm not talking to political parties, for the people that's still goofy enough to believe in that. I'm talking to my people. I'm talking to my blood. What flows in mine flows in yours. I'm talking to my blood. They fight with each other and then try to use our bodies as human shields. We do not have a political party that represents us. All we have in this country are people who feel entitled to the use of Black lives. The Republican Party nor the Democrat Party, which is why I shut down all the garbage when it comes on my channel about this one or that one, because I don't want to hear it. The Republican Party represent people who want us to either assimilate into their filthy way of lives and learn to hate ourselves. And the Democrat Party wants us to smile and shuck and jive like we still on plantations while they fight for gay rights and for immigrants, push us to the back of the line and tell us to shut up about it and keep voting for them. We have foreigners who move to this country, and the first thing they do is hate us. They learn every racial slur for Black Americans before they learn to speak English good. And once all of these people began to fight each other, and then it looked a little crazy because the bodies that were laying in the street had pale skin. Where the Black Americans at? When ICE started picking up people left and right, and I ain't talking about the ice cream truck, then we see Hispanics. Then we see Caribbeans. Then we see Africans. Where the Black Americans at after they just got through calling us Mayates and Akatas and Jareers? Tell me I'm lying and I'll shut up. White folk. We've been tussling with them for 400 some odd years, ever since they jumped off them boats, bringing diseases and killing everybody. Even them. We need more Black people out here. They see Black people getting jobs with ICE, and they think, oh, now we get to call you the hard ER. We get to call you the N with the hard ER because you're working for ICE. We can get a job anywhere we want to because we home. What I'm going to say, in light of what I just saw, this one pricks our hearts because this is a baby. This is one of our children. But I want to encourage all of my people. I'm talking again to my blood. Swallow it. We're still not going out into the streets. We're not going to do it. Do not go into the streets. Let's do something different than what we've been doing. No going into the streets. No. We watched that man that came all the way here from China or wherever the hell he came from and took that baby's life, who wasn't doing nothing to him, and get away with it. They're trying to provoke us into the street. Let's do something different than what we've been doing. Don't y'all go out there in the street. Stay inside, because our refusal to participate in their nonsense is an act of protest. We are protesting the use of our bodies and our blood to further your agenda. Let's see how far you get without our soul, because everybody who up against us is a bunch of soulless animals, and we don't have to participate. Toria, thank you for being 114. Stay indoors. Let's do what we do best. We're going to talk to our creator. We got a God. While these animals are godless, we're not. Let's talk to our creator. Let's talk to our God. Because what we know for a fact is that our God don't play about us. Spend your money at Black American businesses. Make sure they are Black American and not cosplaying. When you walk in there, where you're from, where you from, where your people from. Spend your money with us. Pay for your services with us. Do your best to make sure your doctor is one of us. Your lawyer is one of us. These people are literally trying to declare war on us. But they can't even get it right because they're too busy fighting each other. Stay indoors. Right, Nikki B. Ask them where your grandma stay. Where your granny from. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. What freedom say? Freedom just hit it on the money. Talk to God. He's still on the throne. He's still on the throne. That really just took a toll on me. And I apologize for delaying the mess, but I felt like it needed to be said. And so it was going to be said. Okay, we'll get back to the foolishness. You know, we need to laugh. Sometimes we have to laugh to keep from crying, right? Unfortunately. So let's get into it. What I saw with Miss Shamea that made me say that we got to really address Bravo's Shamea problem, because Bravo has a huge Shamea problem. Okay. Yeah. There are people who are right now, what I'm going to do, make sure y'all are in Discord. There are people who are actively compiling a list of Black American owned businesses. Okay. Black American owned businesses. Because that's what we need to do. Make sure we're supporting our people, because our people do not have support. People like Pinky Cole, I'm not supporting her business. I would never. She has displayed she is very much so displayed a very blatant anti-Black American attitude. And we can't afford to play dumb and participate anymore. We can't afford to do it. So I'm just not going to try. I'm not interested in trying. So this is what I saw. I think I can play it. I don't think it's copyright. Yeah, it's not copywritten. It's not. So I can do it. I'm going to play this. This is what made me say something, because Shamea is literally digging a hole for herself and possibly digging a hole for Bravo. Big one too. There you go, Edna. Tell them again, Edna. Y'all seen what Edna said. I ain't gonna go there, you know. Y'all know how I am. I'm not gonna go there because we'll be on that all night. But Edna's telling y'all the truth. Y'all see what she said. Hey, Edna, hit the like button, girl. I think I can do part of it, and then I'm gonna have to cut it off. But I do want y'all to see at least part of why I'm saying that Shamea is digging a ditch for Bravo and for herself. And I just don't see this ending well. I don't. And I'm not sure why she does the thing she does, which I said on Sunday. Shamea behaves as though she doesn't know the cameras are rolling. Like she doesn't know the things that she says are being recorded. I said this after Sunday when she sat down with the ladies at her party and was like, she came from my marriage. And I'm just confused because I'm really confused because the camera was rolling and she knew she was being recorded. So I just don't understand why you would be knowing you're being recorded and then you start saying things that didn't happen. Part of me felt like, okay, she was just in the moment on the show and she wanted to play victim and not be honest at that moment. What I didn't realize is that months later, after filming is over, that this lady would still be lying. Hey, my sis is here, Dr. Lily Young. And unlike Lyanne Bryant, my sister actually got her papers. Yep. Hey, sis. Thank you for being 129. Cecilia Norwood. Hi, sis. Absolutely. Make sure you go in Discord so you know you can reach out to folks and we can keep track of everything and make sure we got you. Yeah, talking about suing. Yeah, this is where it's getting messy. She's going down the road of Britt Edie. She's going down the Britt Edie road. Hey, Philly Joint, thank you for being 131. Let me share this screen real quick. Because, you know, the people who did not see it, I want y'all to hear it for yourselves, okay? If this is something that's copywritten, I'll just trim it out later, but I just want y'all to see this. And turn your sound up. I'm going to do my best to make sure it's all the way loud. I never really know how to control the sound on these things, but I'm going to do my best. Hey, Vet, thank you for being 132. Sis, our Birmingham Beauty is in the chat all the way from Birmingham, UK. All the way. Thank you for being 128, Cecilia. Okay, so let me pull this up and y'all turn your good ears on.
Body shaming on the season. You know, Sidora had something, boobs were hanging low.
I mean, listen, I got in trouble for body shaming and calling somebody Bigfoot and, you know, Sasquatch. At the end of the day, that's what these ladies do. But you can go, I would rather us do that than you come from my marriage like Angela has done. That's light shade to me. You know, hell.
It don't bother you that much.
It does not bother me. How they said I got a BBL. All I did was get my waist nice. Like, hello.
But the ass is real.
The hips is always in there. You want to touch it?
It's real, y'all. It's real. How did you feel hearing her say that you were involved with players and coaches?
I'm just waiting for her to tell me which player so I can sue her ass. But she don't have anything for me to sue her for, so it would be a waste of time.
Oh, Lord.
You know, bless her heart, right? For her to say such reckless things, her as a married woman should know all too well how nasty that is. So it was very hurtful, honestly. But not really shocking because, as you know, her last name is Oakley. The way she explained.
Yeah, so here we go again. Here we go again, right? This is where I feel like she's going down the Britt Edie rabbit hole and it's not going to play out well for her. First of all, Shamea is sitting up here talking like we were not watching and we did not hear her. Ma'am, we heard you. You mentioned her husband way before she mentioned you possibly being friendly with your cooch. Like, let's just be for real. One thing happened before the other. And Shamea behaves as though we were not all watching. Like, we were not all a party to what she did. Okay? Now, I'm gonna take a chance and play the audio in case anybody is unsure or does not remember exactly how it went down. But Shamea did this. Shamea opened the door and she's like, you know how nasty it is because you're married. Then if you know how nasty it is to take shots and accuse people's homes of not being happy homes, or to say that her husband is messing around because he leave the house and he don't come back, you don't know when that man come back to his house because you don't live over there. You live with your husband. So you open that door. And then now all of a sudden, the same lady who opened the door of disrespect to marriages is now the victim. And I'm just I'm lost on how she became the victim. I'm going to turn the sound up and see if we can at least get the audio. Okay?
That I don't get to try the damn pub. I came here to eat, not argue. This bitch wanna argue. You know about girls? She wanna do? You wanna eat? Get a head first. Want to be like Angela? I'm self-made. I never lay on my back to get on my feet, baby.
Leaves in the morning and doesn't come back. You take your ass to sleep, and I will leave you.
Why would my husband you never in the street?
Try to keep them at home.
Let's talk about the fountain or the home.
I'm a great host. Oh, yeah.
See, that's what started it. Like at the end of the day, she could not keep up with Angela Oakley's mouth. Angela told her when she said, I don't want to be like Angela, she was like, and Angela threw it back at her. I never had to lay on my back to get on my feet. That's what you do. Instead of her keeping it on you and Angela, y'all going toe to toe. I'm not like you. I do this. I'm not like you. I do that. Shamea decided to go and talk about that woman's husband and try to keep him home. Then when she mentioned, basically Shamea's talking off the gossip she's heard, or she's insinuating she's heard gossip about Angela's husband. What makes it different when Angela lets you know about the gossip she claims to have heard about you? How is it you're going to sue her for what? For saying that her husband said when he's out in the street, he saw you. He saw you. And what exactly would the lawsuit be for? Who do you think is going to award you any money? Who do you think is going to? I'm interested personally to know who she thinks is going to award her money because she opened the door for disrespect to marriage. Who? I'm very curious who she thinks is going to pay her. Now, with that being said, she keeps saying she came from a marriage. No, Shamea, you insulted her, brought up her husband. Hey, Renee is here. Hey, Renee. I love you, sis. You brought up marriages. You opened the door on that. And now it's like, I'd rather that than somebody come from my marriage. Well, if you would rather the light shade, Shamea, why didn't you leave it at light shade? That's the question I got. I got my notes here. Because if you said you would prefer light shade and talking about the sizes of people's feet and stuff, which is weird to me to take the Nicki Minaj angle when you can't keep up with somebody verbally start talking about their feet. That's weird. But even that would have been better than you talking about her husband and her marriage and then start crying and become a victim when she talks about yours. Okay. That's why I said this. I'm going to sue. I want to know what player so I can sue. At the end of the day, she said she heard it and she believes it. That's what she said. She said she heard it and she believes it. Apparently, whatever you've heard about her husband or whatever you're implying you heard about her husband, you believed it enough to say it to his wife. There's no lawsuit, but even the whiff of talking about, I'm going to sue, that doesn't sit well. And while she's doing interviews, telling people she believes that she called Drew Sidora, Drew Nokio, won't have a job next year. Shamea should be careful that she doesn't. And I think it might be a blessing that she doesn't, because she does need to kind of, make sure she keeps her home intact. And I don't think staying on this show is the way to do it, because if she does have any dirt out there, she's going to end up tracking it back in the house. And if it's no truth to it at all, rumors alone can destroy your household. They can, and y'all know it. So I think she needs to watch it. The fact is, like I said, she lied on that lady at the party. Now, months and months later, she's still lying on that woman. When Shamea, we watched the scene. We were all watching. Production was there. The cameras were there. Millions of people around the world have now watched, and you're still lying. So that's her Angela Oakley issue. Let me see what y'all think about this before we get into the K Michelle of it all, because this is a mess too. Cynthia says Shamea throws rocks and tries to hide her hands. Yes, but they're still covered in rocks and dust when she pulls them back out of her pocket. She's not smart. DS says Shamea will end up with a raisin, not a peach. Oh no, not a raisin. Not a raisin. Nikki B said lied on Phaedra and now Angela. Yeah, this is her. Well, actually, she also lied on Drew Sidora, but she lied on Drew to her face. Hey, Eno, where you been? Come on Sunday, need to speak a word. I don't agree with everything, but that last minute or two, I agree with you. Speak facts. Come on Sunday, need to speak a word. Huh? What don't you agree with? Talk, girl. Glad you made it. It's been a long time. Poetic lyrics. Hey, boo, thank you for being 139. But listen, it doesn't make sense. Shamea needs to stop. It's not going to go well. When Candace tried to sue Monique, and then Ashley went and wrote the character reference and all that, I knew from then on that Andy and them was going to be on Candace's back until she quit or they could get her out the door. I knew it. They wouldn't even protect her when Ashley brought that weird Geico caveman looking girl to attack her with a bottle. It never goes well. Miss Thelma says she knows if she sues, she's off the show. Talking about it is probably putting a bad taste in them people's mouth, to be honest. Lauren Brown says Shamea talking about Angela tripping over her feet. She has a child at home that can't walk. She better be careful about what she's shaming people about. Yeah, all of it is I don't know. It ain't a good look. Nikki B says, I've been saying that K. Michelle is cool with Shamea was weird considering she's besties with Candy. Very, very. I seen a comment with someone saying that Shamea may have been behind what the whole Phaedra Candy rumor that broke down. The breakdown makes sense. She's a snake. It's possible. I mean, anything's possible because that was a little messy friend circle. So God only knows. I said from day one, Candy's behavioral shift when she thought it was Porsha as opposed to when she thought it was Phaedra, completely different. And to me, that spoke volumes. I said it at the time. I'm on record saying it at the time. A lot of people didn't want to hear it because it was that everybody wanted to make Candy a victim, poor Candy. But I saw behind all of it. I saw all the deeper mess underneath it. I wouldn't be surprised if Shamea was involved. Who knows? Who cares? But that was not what it looked like on the surface. And I knew better than that from day one. It was not that. It was not that. But let's get into the K. Michelle issue, right? Okay. So the K. Michelle issue, I saw a sneak peek. Kay and Candy, apparently the rumor is when they were both on Jive Records, they had like a little bit of a discrepancy falling out or whatever, but that was way back. And then when K. Michelle went on Love and Hip Hop, Rashida was being extremely nasty to K. Michelle, telling her she didn't get beat up when the girl really did get beat up and robbed by that guy Memphis. She did that because she was friends with Toya Johnson, Lil Wayne baby mama, who was actually going with the guy at the time. Well, since then, they found out that the man is violent. He is problematic. He does take women's money. He is a bully to women. And so now, they still have not apologized to K. Michelle for how she was treated, calling her a liar and all that stuff. But Candy is really close with Rashida and Toya Johnson, as evidenced by Shamea's birthday trip or whatever. Candy and Toya was on the trip with them. So it's like these are the people that's their little circle. So they wouldn't like K. Michelle because K. Michelle was right back in their face. Like months ago, she was still singing, Rashida got bags and her husband's a girl. Nikki said Candy ruined her friendship with Phaedra by hiding Apollo's stuff in her garage behind Phaedra's back. Yeah. And don't forget, when she threw that party, she let Todd bring Apollo and the girl he was cheating on Phaedra with to her party and film on RHOA. Did y'all forget that? Candy was a horrible friend to Phaedra. Horrible. Sanji says, Shamea been talking mess about Charles since season 16. She's the whole reason that Porsha said what she said about Angela's husband. I don't believe that. I ain't gonna go that far. I believe when they were at the little event, the bank or whatever, when Porsha was like, oh, I heard something about Charles. I think that little joke may have been, part of her and Porsha talking. But when Porsha said she better leave me alone before I sleep with her husband, I don't believe that had nothing to do with Shamea. Shamea was laughing because they probably had talked about that man behind her back or whatever. But I don't think Shamea had anything to do with that. I think Porsha said that because that's hoe talk, and Porsha be talking hoe talk. That's just what she do. I'm not saying she's no hoe, but she be talking hoe talk. Okay. Nikki say Candy friends with Rashida, Toya, Tiny, and all the other ATL it girls. Those are not all the it girls, but that is one particular social circle. You remember that, right? Yeah, Candy was a horrible friend. And this is after the fact, y'all learning that Candy was fully aware that Apollo had been hitting Phaedra and everything else. Candy did not care. She was perfectly fine befriending him and bringing his side piece to events to film on the same show that Phaedra was on. It was really disgusting. Candy is a horrible person, which I don't like her either. Y'all know I don't like any of the ladies. So don't come in here with waving no flags. I don't like none of them. Nikki says Shamea and Candy both played victims in their friendship fallout with Phaedra and Porsha. That's exactly what they did. And people fell for it. And I could talk about all the reasons why people fell for it, but I don't feel like getting into it. I done been on the soapbox one time already today. I done been on the soapbox already one time. So I ain't gonna get back on it. But there's a very clear reason why people automatically cast it in their minds. Shamea a victim, Candy a victim. And some of y'all will be honest, and you know why. Y'all know why. I ain't got to tell you. You know why. Y'all are smart women. You're very savvy. You know exactly why they immediately said they were victims. Immediately. So I'm going to play this audio because I want y'all to hear this. What K. Michelle said in this sneak peek, and we're going to get into it because the common denominator again is Shamea. Okay? There you go. Thank you, Poetic Lyrics. But you know, some people still be wanting to come get me for being real. So I feel like Candy's stirring the pot behind the scenes. Y'all told me that last season. At first I was like, no. Now I'm thinking maybe y'all right. Even with Todd, I can see why Todd did what he did. Right. He don't have to respect Candy in his mind because, you know, she didn't even feel like it was cool to be, you know, say that her friend should be respected. So if he could disrespect your friend, he could disrespect you. Say they was not victims, in my opinion. I agree. Thank you, D. Seratinas. I be trying not to say too much because people get mad at me when I tell the truth. So I'm a hush. But I want y'all to hear this. My emotional support kitty is back. And she is laying on my lap. See her? Yeah. Emotional support kitty is back. Okay. All right, emotional support kitty. You can lay back down now. Okay, I just wanted y'all to know she was back. Hey, Dr. J. So this is what was said with this scene that made me kind of like choke a little bit. I ain't gonna hold y'all. It kind of had me choked up a little bit. I didn't know what to say because what on earth am I watching? What am I hearing? What is going on? So yeah, take a listen. Take a listen. Hold on.
So Shamea and her mother come on. She goes to the club. It's like club. Shamea mama came in her white suit with them titties pushed up to her chin. I don't know a mama like that, but I ain't never seen it. We're literally like this. And her mother is holding my hand. Like, basically, it went on for over an hour. You say to me, I just hope you be loyal to me. I hope you be my friend because none of my friends want me to be your friend. So when I got to the car, I'm literally crying by then. You was crying? Yeah, because you keep on. It's heavy. Shamea more than anything. But for you to keep saying to me, nobody in Atlanta wants me to be your friend. I don't want to hear about no. But I like you. And that's what I lean to.
So that's what threw me off. Remember, we heard about it from the Nosh guy, the little African fella that did the interview with his friend, the one she said was barefoot and put his bare feet up on her counter. And he confirmed that he did do that disgusting garbage, putting his feet up on that woman's kitchen counter. I probably would have threw him out by the nape of his neck, but that's just me. But listen, remember he said when he met up with K. Michelle that evening. Remember he said that when he met up with K. Michelle while they was filming, it was with Shamea and her mama. He met up with her, and Shamea and her mama was there. That's what he said. I can go through my notes. I think I brought the notebook that got them notes in it. That Shamea and the mama was there. Well, now K. Michelle just confirmed that Shamea and the mama was in fact there, right? They was there. I ain't even gonna get into K. Michelle saying that, little Miss Saved, Sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost, going to heaven anyhow, had her titties pushed up and sitting in a club at 2:00 in the morning, because that's crazy. I myself have been to a club or two, but not now. Definitely not going out displaying my goods. I don't have any wares to put on display. I ain't got nothing for sale. So that, that's, a little different. I ain't getting into that. It's a little strange, but I ain't getting into it. But that she brought her mama there, her mama up there holding K. Michelle's hand for over an hour. And she telling her, don't nobody want me to be your friend, but I'm going to be your friend. Don't know everybody telling me not to be your friend. And for K. Michelle to throw out, I don't want to hear about no candy-coated nights. It's giving Shamea went straight to her to talk about Candy and what Candy don't want me to be your friend. And Candy said, because why else would Candy name come out of K. Michelle's mouth? Other than Shamea brought it there, right? Yes, girl. She brought her mama to the club. The mama at the club with the daughter. I love Peanut to pieces. I'm not following her to no cotton picking club. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. I could take a music festival, a little lounge or something. Me and Papa can go get some anywhere, got some chicken wings, sports bar or something. At a club with your daughter is crazy. Sandra said, I'm telling you, Shamea is scared because K. Michelle is a loose cannon. And if she tell everything that was said to her, Shamea is really going to be looking like a bad friend. She already looked like one. Yeah. Right. Where was K. Michelle's husband? To the house, maybe. To the house. First off, you're not finna pray over me in no club. That's what you're not gonna do, because unless you out front with a prayer cloth slanging blessed oil and trying to keep people from going into the den of iniquity that is the nightclub, you ain't got no business here. What are you here for? The mama in the club with the daughter holding the good hand and going on. But here we go again. Shamea's the common denominator. Candy ain't even on the show, and you roping Candy into the mess with you and K. Michelle and them. Then let's get into this part right here, because it's still K. Michelle and Shamea is the common denominator all over again. Like I say, I ain't even finna get into the mama of it all, because the mama is messy too and irresponsible. And I said it and I meant it. I said it, I meant it, and I stand beside it. But it just don't make no sense to me. But I want y'all to hear this audio, because again, it's Shamea. This time she's sitting up trying to lie on Drew Sidora to her face. Yep, good old destiny swapping is what they was trying to do, her and her mama. And the thing is, and while she thinking she competing with Diane, we ain't never seen Miss Diane in no club with Porsha. Now, it's some things that I could critique Diane on that I wish she had done better, but I can honestly say we ain't seen that lady in no club. We ain't seen that lady in no club. But this scene here with her and Drew Sidora, I want y'all to listen to this, because here she is lying on Drew to Drew's face. Drew didn't even know what to do. I used the look on her face on the thumbnail. Drew was stuck, because Drew usually is the person lying on everybody. But this season, I told y'all, Shamea and them have lied on Drew so bad, between Shamea and K. Michelle. They have lied on Drew so much, they done forced Drew Sidora into telling the truth. Drew having withdrawal symptoms. They won't even let Drew lie for herself no more. They trying to take over all the land from Drew. Hey, Belicious. It's crazy. Yeah, we ain't never seen Miss Diane in no club. Now, it's some stuff that I could critique Miss Diane on, if I'm being honest. But that ain't one of them. Yep, problem for sure. Problem for sure. And when Diane tried to warn Porsha about Shamea last season, everybody had a fit, but she wasn't wrong. Shamea needed her mama to help her sway K on over to her side. Right. Being weird. Say, I bet the mama was cutting up back in the day. They was shutting it down at the club. I believe it, but that's a mess. Oh, wow, my first supporter the whole day. Thank you so much, Brooklyn Queen, for you. Thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Innocent Instigator said, is that part of the hiring process? Must be a liar and a big one at that, apparently, because we done caught all these hookers lying at one point. So maybe lying is a prerequisite to get on the show. But they won't even let Drew lie this season. They won't let her tell not one lie because they keep lying on her. I don't know what they're doing. Like, are y'all trying to push this girl out of her job? I don't know. But listen to this scene right here. Just listen.
Accountable. I never said anything to her. That was negative. You did keep saying her name with your dudes.
That was the scene. Drew was trying to eat, and she said, you did keep saying her name with your dude. Drew was like, because when the entire season, we have only heard K. Michelle. Black, 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 black. Black, 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 black in my DM, black in my eyeball, black outside at night at 9 o'clock, black, 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 black water, you know, black Air Force Ones, black, 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 black. We ain't heard Drew say her name with that in conjunction with that man, but one time, and they was on the Sprinter, and she said, well, Kay already know him. And she said, I don't know that man. And she said, oh, okay, my bad. And that was it. We ain't heard that girl say nothing about K. Michelle and that man, nothing at all. Shamea sat there, lied on that woman to her face and self-snitched because production played the clip of Drew asking everybody, have I said anything to you about K. Michelle and Black? And everybody said no. And when she got to Shamea over there making all them weird faces, and you know Drew don't even talk to you. So why are you pretending like you're the person she said these things to? She ain't said nothing to you, Shamea. You're lying on the lady to her face, and it is disgusting. It is disgusting. So now some of the stuff that K. Michelle is doing that looks real crazy is giving Shamea was behind it. Let's talk about this for a second. Let me move my emotional support cat. Yep, apparently Angela wasn't wrong with the Shalaya. Okay, let me move my emotional support cat because she's getting very heavy in her body. It's hot. Okay, so yeah, let's move you up here. Say hi, Garnet. First of all, some of the stuff that K. Michelle is doing, even the plotting that I saw K. Michelle do, is giving. K. Michelle decided she was going to plot to embarrass Drew, to make Drew look like whatever. And it could be because, it could well be that she was doing that because Shamea was telling her that Drew was saying things she wasn't saying. Because I find it very odd that Shamea sat there to that girl's face and told her, you keep saying her name connected to your dude or in conjunction with your dude. The dude of it all is irritating, but you keep mentioning her name with Black, essentially. And it's just not true. And so for her to be the person to say that to her, you did do it. When did she do it? How did she do it? Because she didn't do it on camera. None of the ladies have heard her do these things. It's only you, Shamea. And the fact that only Shamea is claiming that she's doing that. And what K. Michelle kept saying was, they keep telling me that you keep saying my name with his name. It's giving, Shamea, you're the one who, you're the they who keep saying that. You're the they who keep saying that to K. Michelle. So you got her looking crazier than normal because K. Michelle obviously is a bag of pecans. Shout out to Lil' Kim. But you got her looking even crazier because you telling her stuff and she trusting you and repeating what you said and running with it. It does not make sense. It doesn't. Innocent Instigator said, I'm sorry. I cannot respect the person who cannot think for themselves. Kay let Shamea mess up her first season. She absolutely did, and I totally agree. K. Michelle is somebody who is mentally unstable. Shamea and everybody with eyeballs can see it. And so she's manipulating the situation to take advantage of K. Michelle's obvious mental instability. Lily says, amen. They want Black unalive bodies in the street. Oh yeah, that's what they want. That's what they want. That is what they want. And tell them again, my sister running behind, she say, no allies, we on our own. Yes, we are Black Americans, don't forget it. We on our own, we ain't got no allies now. Don't let people tell you more than once how much they hate you. We heard them the first time, didn't we? We heard them the first time. But yeah, Shamea is behind this stuff. So K. Michelle looking crazy. Shamea, they told me you keep saying my name with Black. They told me you keep saying my name with Black. And it's not they, it's Shamea. And she's trying not to say Shamea's name to save her. Thank you for being 155, Ms. Nisi. Okay. So then we got you at the club telling her, throwing Candy under the bus. Candy's not on the show. Even if Candy feels a way about K. Michelle and she's telling you, hey, you don't need to be trying to be friends with her because of whatever, yada, yada, yada. She could have had good intentions, bad intentions, whatever, right? But the truth of this 2 different conversations, but I'm saying amen on all of it because it's the truth. But yeah, Lord, the emotional support cat will not be still. But she's at the bottom of all of it. You done put Candy in there, threw her under the bus, got her looking like she being messy. A lot of people are now using this to say, this validates that Candy's behind the scenes doing something. And it don't mean that Candy's doing anything. Candy could have just been, in her opinion, trying to be a good friend to Shamea. We don't know that Candy's not looking at the fact that K. Michelle is a bag of pecans. Hey, Bab, K. Michelle don't have good sense. You don't need to be trying to befriend her. She could have honestly just been only saying that in an innocent fashion. But by Shamea doing what she did, bringing her mama to the club like it's some kind of weird church intervention at a club with your titties pushed up, all of that is nuts. And whatever, right? But the truth of the matter is, Shamea threw Candy under the bus. You never had no business saying that lady's name. If your friends are telling you that they think she's a bad person or somebody that they don't advise you to be friends with, why did you have to repeat it? They're your friends. Why are you repeating it? And so K. Michelle, again, so emotionally unstable, said she was crying in the car. I believe her because we saw her cry at breakfast rather than eating a biscuit. She crying in the car because you telling her don't nobody want her to be your friend. It's nuts. It's really, really nuts. Shamea is behind absolutely most of the mess that's going on. Then let's get to her Porsha issue. That one, I'm not even going to play the audio. So there's a sneak peek of her sitting down with Cynthia Cheekbones Bailey after her party, and they're talking or whatever. And, she's, talking about this dry party and all this other things. And Cynthia just asked her, like, how did you come up with this guest list? Why were certain ladies not invited? She said Drew and Angela, her and Angela had a blow up, so definitely not her. She said she claims she don't have a problem with Drew, but Drew keeps bringing up Porsha. And I'm like, but okay, I guess I could kind of see that. Makes sense. And she said, well, why didn't you invite Porsha? Because Porsha definitely invited you to her house and you went. And so I don't want to be fake. And, we at an awkward place. Y'all not awkward. She's cordial. And I think what's going on with her Porsha issue, with her claiming, oh, she don't mean me well. And, well, I invited Dennis because Dennis and my husband talk on a regular basis. I don't believe you. Lord DS say the party was so dry it needed eucerin, y'all. Okay. But the fact that she claimed that, her husband and Dennis talk all the time, I believe Shamea is a liar. She even went so far as to say if Simon was in the country, she would have invited Simon. Now let's y'all know where we're going to go. Put it in the chat if you know where we're going, because we're going. Please know that we're going. But put it in the chat if you know where we're going, okay? Because where we're going is back down memory lane. That's where we're going. Okay, we're going there. And the reason we're going there is, y'all remember last season when Porsha was talking about Simon, and when Porsha was talking about Simon, back down memory lane, when we went back down there, remember she said that her and her husband tried to warn Porsha about Simon. So you and your husband was trying to warn Porsha about Simon, but if he was in the country, you was going to invite him to your party. So he was so bad that you felt like after you introduced them, so you claim, that you were going to warn her, you and your husband warned her about him, but he was so bad that you needed to warn her about him, but not so bad that you weren't going to invite him to your house after not inviting Porsha. I think she thinks she's making a move, but really what she's doing is making herself look like a loser, like a bigger reptile than the Black Mamba herself. Hey, T. Joaquin. Thank you for being 158, sis. I miss you. We got to catch up, girl. Nikki B said, yes, I remember. Jura probably a scammer. No, don't do that. That man got contracts with airports doing HVAC. That is not no scam job. You got to be on the up and up because a lot of the money in them airports come from your government and them books get audited. So we're not doing that. We're not doing that. He ain't got nothing to do with Shamea and her mess. He just had the misfortune of marrying a stupid woman. Cecilia say K Messy is jealous of Drew. Drew eating K Messy up and fake Shamea. K Messy says she's the star singer. Shamea and K was mocking Drew singing. Yeah, I mean, I don't care about them mocking her. It was corny to me, but I don't really care about them mocking her, Cecilia, because, I mean, what else were they going to do? What else could they do? Shamea just sat there and lied on that girl to her face. K Michelle got up and walked away because she feels like she's too good to be going back and forth with Drew, but you're not too good to say Drew is doing something to you without any proof. And I feel like K Michelle looks crazy right now because you basically are attacking this girl based off what Shamea says. And Shamea's just not being truthful. Shamea's lying. Okay. Yeah, Porsha's paying Shamea dust, and I feel like that's why she's trying to be nasty. I think she was hoping, I'm not going to invite you to my party, but I'll try to invite your baby daddy and hope that he shows up to try to be an op to you or something, because she wants a reaction out of Porsha. It's the same thing we saw Drew Sidora do last season with Porsha. we just saw it. We saw it. We saw Drew Sidora do that all last season, try to get a reaction. I'll crash your birthday party. I'll say stupid stuff. I'll do anything to get a reaction. And then the minute Porsha mentioned black, she started vibrating, talking about she not going with the man, only to show up this season with the same man she claimed she wasn't going with. This is why I don't like any of these people. They're horrible. Lyrics Mom, thank you for being 160, honey. Yeah, just absolutely not. Fatima says, sounds like a typical narcissist triangulation method. Shamea is a fool. She is. She is. And the thing that Dennis is so desperate to be back with Porsha, he done showed up to the girl house on the sneak peek, bringing the old ring and stuff and trying to con her into not dating. And just, it's like, Dennis is not going to do that. Dennis was only hanging with the ops when Porsha married Simon because he was trying to get back at her for moving on. Now that he is trying to manipulate her or con her into dating him, he's not going to hang out with you and you are open ops. Like, he's not doing it. Brittany Janae say, what I know about a Taurus, they hate rejection. I mean, hate it or love it. I mean, hate it or love it. Because to be honest, you're not wrong, Brittany Janae. That might be part of it, might be the biggest part of it. But, you know, Porsha's still being cordial. She's not being nasty, but she can't get a reaction, and that's the problem. Drew was mad because she couldn't get a reaction, and that was her problem. Now that Porsha gave her a hug and willing to be, you know, friendly with her, you see she calmed it right on down. And so now we got Shamea saying, oh, I didn't want to be fake. We in an awkward place. She don't wish me well, but I'm going to invite her baby daddy, and I would have invited her ex-husband if he was in the country. All of that. It's just weird. It's weird, begging for a storyline. And I think that Shamea walked into this season hoping that Porsha was going to be her storyline. And it just didn't go that way. Indifference is a dish served cold. Yeah, it is. Absolutely. Brittany Janae say, my ex is a Taurus and he still won't leave me alone. Yeah, it be that way. You might have to send somebody to go rob his house a couple times. Then maybe he'll stop. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know. I plead Ocala. You know, that's where I'm from. I have bad habits, bad thoughts. I wouldn't do that now, but I do have bad thoughts sometimes. Say, hey, Garnet. Say, hey. Y'all see she won't leave. She won't go nowhere. She jumped down. I thought I was free. And then she came back. Do you like Shamea? You don't like her either. See, she don't like her either. But yeah. Listen, I joke, Brittany Janae, I joke. But yeah, so the reality is Shamea is ATL's problem right now. She's their problem. The stuff with her and Angela, it's her. She started it. Now, Angela was poking her with the Porsha stuff, They sat down and talked instead of them keeping it, me versus you, woman versus woman, woman to woman. Instead of that, no, Shamea took it to the men, and Angela took it to the sub basement of hell, the lower level, right? When it comes to K Michelle looking like a nut falling behind Shamea. Shamea's trying to play her, and K Michelle took the bait, running with it. She's keeping the mess going with Drew. She tried it. Her and Pinky tried it. They tried to team up to get Drew. Everything is all roads are leading back to Shamea. The mess with Porsha, that's all Shamea, because we're not seeing Porsha do nothing. We literally watched Porsha get up and leave a room because she didn't want nothing to do with the conversation that Angela was having about Shamea, the Hawks, the Falcons, Lions, Tigers, or Bears. Oh my, none of it. All roads are leading to Shamea Morton. What I am gonna say, and I'm gonna slide up out of here. No, that monster is gone. This is Garnet. This is Garnet. The suing talk, not smart. Tuning up K Michelle, putting the battery in her back, sicking on people, not smart. Running it, Porsha trying to, create this thing that Portia's being fake to her or doing something to her, not smart, because everybody can see what's going on. And the last thing I'm going to say that's really not smart is focusing on trying to be the puppet master when you can barely keep your string straight and Kelly is running at your husband is not smart at all. The amount of people that I saw online that didn't understand what Kelly was doing was crazy. Oh, Kelly's drunk. Key. And I'm like, oh, so y'all will let a woman walk in your house and take your husband too. Shamea still is not smart enough to realize that while you're focusing on trying to take Porsha down and trying to take Drew down, trying to use K Michelle while telling her that none of your friends like her, please be loyal to me, and all this other stuff, which is a weird thing to say. Please be loyal to me. What does that even mean? Please be loyal to me. Like, what are you trying to get her into the Mafia, La Cosa Nostra? Like, what do you mean? Please be loyal to me. What does that mean? Does that mean on the show, no matter what happens, take my side? Like, what are you even saying? But while she's doing all of this, she's missing the fact that Kelly wants your husband. That same interview that she did where she said, when they asked her, who do you think may not come back next season? And she said, it would be Drew. And who's living above their means? Oh, it's Drew. And all these other things. She didn't realize, like, girl, Kelly is about to take your husband. VJ say, that mean, please don't tell on me. That's probably what it means. But Kelly is after her husband, but she's so stupid she don't see it. Sanjay says, show me a beautiful black woman with a beautiful home and a beautiful family, but she can't stop clout chasing. She just wants that fame by any means necessary. Right. And I'm like, why do you need to be famous? Baby, you got everything else. And you're going to lose it because Kelly is after your husband. While you focusing on pulling strings and trying to make sure people don't tell on you and spreading mess and cooking up plots and telling people to say other people are plotting and all this nonsense. All of the nonsense. Kelly about to take your husband. The same Kelly that went with you to your surrogacy appointment and told you, Gerald can't be your whole life. And then goes to your husband's birthday party, pretend to be drunk, and sit there. You such a good man. You such a strong man, and pretending to cry. And oh, you just so wonderful. And I always just admired that about you. You just so. That girl is after your husband. She telling you low key disrespect what your husband telling you he not comfortable with. And then the minute she get in that man's face, she fake crying talking about how good of a man he is and how strong of a man he is. You keep running the streets doing what the people say you're doing. I don't know whether you're doing it, but whatever you're doing out there, keep running them streets. You're going to come home early one day, and it's going to be a short lady with big titties shaped like an iced potato serving your man chicken and waffles in bed. Now, you mark my words. I done seen that before. Queen will say, you know, some people don't realize what they had till it's gone. If she mess around and let that little sawed off, misshapen, wop-titted hoe steal her husband, she deserve what she get. The true luxury is anonymity. I just don't get it. I know that's right. That's what they say. Shoulder to ride on becomes you know what to ride. Shoulder to cry on become you know what to ride on. Nikki says Shamea was mad because Porsha outed that she kissed Candy. Let's see if she gets mad at Kelly for outing their indecent relationship. Child. Yeah, told him you my couple goals and all of that. That ain't what you said in that surrogacy office. Low life Kelly is pulling a Porsha move, i.e. Fallon and Simon, but Porsha didn't even do that. Porsha didn't go befriend Fallon, listen to her business, tell her girl don't listen to that man, and then slide up to the man. Oh, you so wonderful. Let me cook for you. That ain't what happened. Porsha laid in wait until Fallon got pregnant for the pool boy, and she slid in the DM. Now that's what happened. Now whether she the one snitched or not is up for grabs, but I believe she did. Yeah, Kelly living beyond her means. Talking about claiming somebody gave her 70 grand for some teeth, but you getting sued for a $26,000 bank card is foolish. What did I call her? Y'all know I just be speaking from the heart. I don't always remember what I said. That's why I try to keep it real. That way, if you bring it back to me, all I can say is amen. I said it. Fatima say, I guess Adam and Eve weren't aware they was living in Eden. They just had to take a bite of the apple and walk barefoot into the wilderness. Shamea is a fool. Big one. Yep. It just ain't worth it to tear up your house like that. And she got such a nice husband. What's up with Shamea mama being at the club praying? Baby, I don't know. With her titties pushed up. Don't forget K. Michelle said them titties was pushed up. Porsha's going out. Shamea for the pride statement. You think so? What else gonna do? Oh man. And she forgot she had Jarvis talking about men. Yeah, Jarvis. I think the Kelly Dennis scene was fake. I think it could have been. But personally, I feel like she got some care credit and got some teeth. That's what I think. And the man might have gave her the down payment money, but she lying talking about he gave her $70,000. I don't believe it, because any man that'll give, if he'll give you 70, he'd have gave you 26. Remember, in real time, put a 2 in the chat if y'all remember when Kelly was in the blogs being sued about a $26,000 credit card. If a man will give you 70, he'll give you 26, baby. I know dope boys that'll give you 26 now. Well, not her, not how she looked, but I'm just saying. If he think enough of you and he like the way you look good enough that he willing to break, bust you down 70, he'll give you 26, mama. That's not adding up. You wouldn't have been being sued. Your restaurant wouldn't have had a grand opening, grand closing. And she watching Shamea pockets. She watching Shamea's man. And Shamea's so busy trying to win at RHOA, she gonna mess around and lose to a hobbit. And I don't know how you hold your head up if you let something look like Kelly take your man. I don't know how you look in the mirror in the morning if you let something look like that take your man. But I always said you got to beware of ugly women. They'll screw your man, take your job, get you fired, get you arrested. They'll do all that. Okay? They said it was a promo and she got it free, and it was not 70K. What did she do to get her entire mouth replaced? She's a liar. Oh, child. I told you all of them be lying. All I'm saying is, these girls is not who they pretend to be, none of them. They said Kelly teeth is a big billboard ad by the airport downtown in Atlanta. It was a stunt. I'm done. Not a big billboard by the airport. And she done lied and claimed a man gave her 70 grand. I knew wasn't nobody finna give her no money. Not looking like she looked. I ain't being mean, but Kelly is not cute, pretty. She ain't got no shape. She gonna dress good. She ain't got no game. She ain't got no real slick, charming personality. Ain't nobody paying Kelly. That little pot-bellied man she married, that was her come up, and for whatever reason they couldn't make it work. I ain't picking no sides. Philly Joint say, did y'all notice Kelly walked in Shamea's with a man behind her? He was carrying a gift. I think that was Jarvis. Go back and look at it. It don't matter who it was. She was there at Shamea's husband. That's who she was there at. She was there at Shamea's husband, and Shamea was too dumb to see what was going on. Too dumb. Lord have mercy. See, I thought it was care credit. It's even worse. Wait a minute. What Remy Ma said? You getting surgery in exchange for promo? Ooh. Say that was another plot and scheme conjured up by yours truly, BBL. Not a 3-foot woman on a billboard. I mean, they could blow her up, make her taller. Say, now that was Kelly's gay assistant. I knew it wasn't no man of hers. I don't know who. I don't know who was there, but I know it wasn't no man of hers. I knew that. Not in you there chasing somebody's husband. I know better than that. You can't bring the man you with while you chase somebody's husband, because the man you actually talk to or like or pretending to like is gonna be like, why you doing all that about her husband? Teresa say, after all that work Kelly had on her face, I see no improvement. I ain't no comment. No comment. Yeah, the fake engagement. I believe it when I see it. First of all, he's still married. Have y'all ever played rock, paper, scissors? Have any of y'all, type yeah in the chat if y'all done played rock, paper, scissors before? Who done played rock, paper, scissors before? Who done played it? I want to know. Type yes in the chat if you done played rock, paper, scissors, since y'all want to get into Pap Smear and Clarissa. Y'all done play rock, paper, scissors. What covers the rock? Type it in the chat. What beats the rock? What covers the rock? Anybody? If rock crushed scissors, scissors cut paper, what covers the rock? Paper covers rock. You doggone right. See, as long as that man got married, he on paper. Paper covers rock. So any ring that she went and bought herself, paper covers rock. Paper covers rock, honey. So even if Clarissa went and bought herself a ring, she can buy herself 100 rings. Paper covers rock. You can't be engaged to somebody's husband, honey. You can be a fool for somebody's husband. You can be a concubine for somebody's husband. You can be a jizz rag for somebody's husband. But you can't be engaged to nobody's husband. And the truth of the matter, why we talking about it, can we be for real quick before we get off from here? Willie, because Pap Smear's name is Willie. Willie ain't in no hurry to get no divorce because he don't want to marry her. He know Remy ain't gonna never let him back in her house. You steal jewelry and take it to the pawn shop. But he don't want to have to marry Clarissa. He want to be able to keep collecting her money and say, well, I would marry you, but I ain't got this straight over here first. I ain't got this straight yet, so I can't. That's the only reason I ain't married you. That man don't want no divorce, honey. And paper covers rock. The rock don't mean nothing if the man still got paper. Come on now. Clarissa loved to embarrass herself. She loved to embarrass herself. He playing a game with her. He playing a game. That's why he in interviews calling her his best friend. That's why he did the Vlad TV interview like, I don't live with her. I ain't never bought her no ring. She got her place. I got my place. because he want deniability when he go ahead and make her look like an even bigger fool. He want to be able to say, well, I ain't never told y'all I was her man. I said that was my best friend. I was managing her. I ain't never lived with her. That's what he doing. Hey, Sinclair Baptiste girl, you came right when we about to leave. I'm just saying, sis, you know. I'm just saying. Human nature say he's a New York man. They hustlers and smooth talkers. Clarissa has got to be smarter than that. They hustlers, but the talk ain't that smooth. They're a bunch of city slickers, but it's easy to get over somebody who was in a classroom with only 4 or 5 other people. You know, Clarissa's report card had check mark, smiley face, strawberry sticker. So he can slick her. A girl with a brain, he can't get nothing past him. He can't. Remy only kept him because Remy like men she can take care of. You know, Remy can be a little masculine at times. Clarissa think that man really like her. She think Willie really like her. She love Willie. I ain't gonna say that. I had 2 Uncle Willies and they was wonderful. One of them still living and one gone. Shout out to Willie Hope. I sang his praises to the heavens and back. That is a wonderful man. He married my mama little sister and she ain't worth a darn. But my Uncle Willie is the bomb.com, and my other Uncle Willie is too, the one that's gone on the glory. Willie Kennedy is one of the realest Negroes I ever seen in my life. He was sweet as can be. He took good care of my auntie and my cousins, both of them. I'm just saying, no, he's a disgrace to the name Willie, what it is. VJ, I'm killing you. I'm quit. What I said. I'm just saying. I ain't gonna say nothing else. Because see, when I start just saying how I feel, then y'all come get me, and I don't want to end up in the reflection corner. It ain't done in the middle. You gotta jug it with a knife. Make sure ain't no batter, no raw batter in there. Paper covers rock, honey. Paper covers rock. I learned that from my big cousin. Yeah, justice for the good Willies out there. There's a lot of good Willies. There's a lot of wonderful Willies out there. Doggone right. My uncles, both of them, good men, both of them. I'd have shined their shoes while they was wearing them. And the one that's still living, if he called me now and I'm in Ocala, I ain't got 2 words for my auntie. But if Uncle Willie come ask me to do anything, I'll walk over there. That's how good of a man that man is. That's how good he is. I promise you. And y'all know I don't sing the praises of too many men. But that man right there, he love the Lord. He good people. Good people. Country folk. Good folk. If he called me now, I go on foot. Yeah. It's some good folks out there. We got to be real about that. You know, we love to talk about the no good ones, but when it's good people, sing their praises, man. When they gone, they can't hear you. That's all I'm saying. When they gone, they can't hear you. But listen, y'all, that's all. We had to talk about RHOA and they little Shamea problem. But I'm going to let y'all make it. Now, yesterday was my daddy's birthday. Those of y'all who know me know June 8th is a sacred day for me, just like April 4th, which is mama's birthday. Now, normally I would have baked the cake yesterday, but I did not feel up to it because I was really, really tired. But today I got to go bake my daddy's coconut layer cake. So what I'm going to do, that's right, it's some good folks out there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to end this live in a second. I'm going to remove the emotional support kitty, go scrub my hands and arms and all. Look at her sticking her little toe beans in the air. Just look at her. And then I'm going to go bake my daddy his layer cake. Even though he can't eat it from heaven, I'm going to bake the cake. Okay. So listen, I enjoyed y'all. Y'all know what time it is. If you did not hit the like button on the way in, please, pretty please, remember to hit the like button on the way out. Hit your notification bell. Make sure you click all so you'll know every single time we go live on this good channel. Make sure that you're, because I always tell or anybody else knows, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because you know we're happy to have you here and you like it here. So make sure you come back, okay? And channel membership, if you want to join and put a crown by your name, there's a join button beneath the video and a membership link in the description box. Also in that description box, we have the link to my book, Little Girl, Big World. It is a survival guide for girls leaving home for the first time. Let's keep all of our daughters safe. Get in Discord if you're not in Discord. If you want a copy and you can't afford one, on Amazon, reach out to me and I will see to it that you get one free of charge. Let's keep all of our daughters safe because that is top priority over here, okay? We have the link to our merchandise store so you can get your crown gear and represent for the royal family. We have the link to our Amazon marketplace so you can shop for your home just like I shop for mine. And there's a link to my Amazon wish list. So if y'all want to bless a girl with some more notebooks, some more rollerball pens, so I can keep the gossip straight and what's going on, that's there too. I want to say a special thank you to Brooklyn Queen for you for supporting the live stream. I appreciate you. It meant the world. It made my heart feel good. I want to say thank you to everybody who commented on the stream, who hit the like button, everybody who sent up a bubble, everybody who made me laugh, sent a positive thought or any of those things. I appreciate y'all, okay? So listen, I'm going to jump off from here. We're going to move this emotional support kitty. She going to go. You're going to go. Yes, you are going to go with your cute self. Yes, you are. And I'm going to go bake a cake. And I will talk to y'all a little bit later. So listen, go ahead and get you some rest, y'all. If some more gossip happens, I guess we'll come back as the gossip permits. When you start your day tomorrow, remember to be positive and productive. Encourage the people around you. Don't forget to encourage yourself. And remember, in case no one else says it to you, God loves you. I love you. And there's absolutely nothing at all you can do about it. Talk to y'all again soon, okay? Bye. Goodbye, darling.